If you want to communicate with server in Angular, you can use HttpClient. Let's see one example how we can get data from server API. First of all, we will inject HttpClient built-in service in our constructor. Here, private HTTP client from Angular common HTTP. This is dependency injection. I talked about this in previous video. Okay, now when we have HTTP service, let's go in template. Here, I will create one button. Name it get server data. And when I click on it, I will call method get data. And this method will use HTTP service. Okay. Here we will have one property, server data. And inside this property, we will save data from server. And let's now call HTTP service to get data from server. This HTTP dot get, because we want to get data from server. And first parameter of this method is URL of the API endpoint. We will use this endpoint, JSON placeholder, that is basically mock backend, and it gives you fake data so you can practice HTTP requests without building a real server. Here is URL. Copy this and paste it here. Save. And finally, here we will have subscribe with result from server. And what is this? Get method does not return the data directly. It returns an observable, basically a container that will give us the data in the future. So why do we need subscribe here? Because nothing happens until we subscribe. Subscribe is what actually triggers the HTTP requests and gives us the response. Get creates the request and subscribe sends it and returns the result. So when we have here result, we will save it in server data property like this. And what will be nice here to display this data in template. Let's do that. Here we will display this data. I will use JSON pipe here. Why? Because the object will be nicely formatted using this JSON pipe, and I need to include this JSON pipe here in imports. Okay. Okay. And I'm looking at this code, and maybe it should be better to use here signal instead of simply property to practice. Signal it will be any object, undefined default, and here we will set signal with result, save, and also in template we need this parenthesis. Okay, now everything is fine. Let's test all this in browser. Refresh page and click this button, and we can see our HTTP client working perfectly. We are getting server results, and that's it basically for this video. More about HTTP client we will learn in next videos. Please subscribe, like, and see you in the next video.